Hey y'all, just a quick reminder, we aren't professionals. This content is strictly our opinion, and it's for entertainment purposes only.
Shut up, Ben. Oh, damn it, it's night already. Needles, do you want to sleep? Wait, can we sleep?
Can we?
Oh yeah, we can. We'll wake up at 6. Okay, sleep it is.
Wake up in the morning feeling like pee.
Okay,
Ew,
we should not do
no,
that.
what did they say?
Yeah, I remember hearing that. I used to be like, okay, like, say
like,
light and
wake up in
fresh.
the morning saying F.P. Diddy. Like that?
There you go. Yep. My phone
As
doesn't
you can know, can see, can tell, I've been hitting the ganja.
God damn, my food that I have is all expired.
See, you sang that part, and then it was like the high just hit for some
It's
reason. That song.
is roller coaster. Our DD is there and handy. On hand.
On handy. Oh my god.
Oh, you have something. You have something. Give it to me. Give it to me, you freaking
yes.
ant.
She
No,
is
not
the
you.
DD people.
No, not you. I'm talking about the ant. It had something in its mouth and it died. Where did it go?
Poor
Did you
little
freaking drop it? Where the hell did you drop
what
it?
are the things that we haven't done on the server yet?
A lot of stuff. We're like babies in this one still. Oh, cookie sandwich.
There you are. You know, back in my day.
Oh God.
Let me drink some water. Hold on. Fresh. Alright. First of all, I just want to say that I officially hate the wind.
Yep.
Hate the wind. The wind, it's like, I don't know if the wind is a season. But if it's a season, I hate the season of the wind.
Ooh, we analyze spoiled meat now.
It's everywhere, and it's gross, and it's disgusting.
Okay.
Anyways, of course, I know that everybody wants to know, so I'm going to catch you all up what I've been up to, which is my obsession, La Casa de los Famosos All-Stars. And it's a show that I love and I hate, but more hate than love. And I'm literally only there because of Leo. Like, I don't know. I don't know what to say. Part of me wants him to stay and like, yay, win it. But then another part of me is like, ugh, I think someone said that there's still like 3 months to go. And I'm like, what? Can I do this for 3 more months, y'all? I don't know. Oh, God, is that you? Is that a message?
God, he said I needed to bless this child right now for the people being in there.
No, my child, you need reinforcements. Y'all heard that, right? It was just.
No, yeah.
No, it was all you.
Oh my gosh. It's like, was that in my brain? Anyways, I'm obsessed and I hate it because I don't want to be. But yeah, that's what's going on in my little Delululand. What about y'all?
Okay, so I actually have some news.
Okay.
So, I have to say, like, y'all know about the Statue of Liberty, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Do y'all know the news about the Statue of Liberty?
I believe so.
I guess Noodles knows.
Possibly.
Okay, so for those who do not know, like, again, like, everyone knows that it was given to us by the French as a gift, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So apparently with them knowing that with our current I'm gonna call it the government or whatever. With our current,
In our current situation,
in our
honestly.
current situation, yes, that's the best way we guess we could say it.
In
Um.
our time
So
of need.
no, yeah, they got upset and they're pretty much saying that they want the Statue of Liberty back.
Oh my god.
Yes,
That's
they're
not what
saying
I
like,
heard.
yeah, no,
What?
yeah. So they're saying because we have sided with a dictator and a fascist and everything, they're like, yeah, it's literally going against everything that they've given the statue for us. Like they are demanding it back, saying they'll take better care of it again. And I think today one of the I guess the officials to give a response pretty much they're like, no, we're not giving it back. But for now, there is argument over the statue.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
Wait.
because the Statue of Liberty is supposed to represent freedom, and we don't got that.
We have that no more. Yeah.
Yeah.
Supposed to represent
Okay,
freedom, liberty,
but
and justice. And we're
this
none of
makes
that anymore.
this makes me feel like it's kind of like there's a breakup and the ex wants the ring back, you know? It's like, oh, never mind.
Where the hell am I
That
right
feels
here?
kind of weird. Like, I don't know if I like that.
Well, I agree with Neil. Oh my god, I am near a freaking
They're just being like, I'm here for it, honestly.
I'm here for the chaos.
I'm here for the chaos.
Ooh, this is what the little like thingy you said was. Ooh.
Because I
Well,
agree. I do think it feels like a breakup, but I don't know. I think it in this
Oh
case
shit.
it's kind of funny.
I feel like it is definitely well deserved, mostly because, like, again, like how Noodles said earlier, like, literally the statue was given to us to represent liberty, justice, and freedom. And we literally do not have that anymore. We have no justice in our system anymore. Our freedom is being taken away. And what liberty? What liberty do we have?
I honestly thought you were gonna say something else. I thought I had heard that first of all, this isn't that there's statues of liberties everywhere. Like this isn't the only one in the world. I had heard of, so I thought that's what you were gonna say.
No. When I heard that, I'm honestly surprised it's not more well covered. I also looked it up, make sure it was no hoax or nothing, but no, yeah, it is true. One of the official heads of the governors of France literally quite said, like, give back the statue if you guys aren't gonna, if you guys are gonna be siding with Russia and everything. Like, literally practically, like, demanding in the most politest way ever to give back the statue.
How do you give it back? It's been there forever.
Now, yeah, I was
That's
looking at it, it said, like,
weird.
1882, I think it said.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Damn.
I don't know. I think that's stupid.
I
And
mean, I
what
get
has
it. Sorry, go ahead.
what has the administration said? Like, yes, no,
I mean,
you
like I
can't have
said,
the ring back.
pretty much, like, they're not giving it back. Like, if they, like, so many people are arguing, saying, like, it's part of our landmarks, like, it was given it to us as a gift, like, we can't give it back, or we're not gonna give it back.
I mean, I
And,
agree with that though. Like, that's so weird. What?
oh shit, I forgot there's stink
I
bombs on them.
mean, what? Did the U.S. have to like, oops, sorry, like, we here, it's back? Like, imagine if that's what like they would say, like, we don't want it before they said that. There would be like so much chaos. Like they'd be like, oh my god, another thing that they did. Again, I'm not siding with this administration. I want to make that clear. I just think it's so crazy. Like, give us back our statue.
Well, to me, I understand it because, like, again, like we fought against them again we fought for them, sorry, not against, for them for their freedom and their rights and liberty and everything.
For France?
In the beginning, yeah, like, we helped them for a while. That's why they gave us the statue of Amber. That's one of the reasons, not one of the main reasons, but one of the
I
reasons.
don't know, like, is this even real world? Like, what? And what? That's just so funny.
To me, again, like I understand it because it's like, okay, so like let's say like you and your friend or family or whatever, like you all decide to like wear something of the same color or the same ring, whatever, you know, to show like support or something.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys had that for like years, generations, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Only to find out then later on that one of them is like, oh no, they've gone against what you all agreed on, what you all said you would support and never do. And they've been doing this for like years. Like, I could see why, okay, yes, like, not the biggest news shock or whatever. But I think it's like the whole, like, the um, final straw to it, to the camel's back, you know? Because, I don't know, like, I mean, this whole time, whenever, like, they weren't sure or asked for help, like, they've literally asked for our help, like, we've literally told them, like, no, we can't do it, or we don't want to be a part of it.
Mm-hmm.
And, honestly, I could see where they're probably like, okay, fine, whatever, like, you know, like, still being allies, still helpful. Only to then be like, oh, no, yeah, it's like, you're being friends with the bully who's, you know, like, who's picking on your friend for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
And I can see where that is like, okay, yeah, like no, F that. Like, give it back, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's the best friend asking for the friendship bracelet
Like,
back.
literally, that's like, that scenario that you just said, I get it. But, like, these are governments. That's what has me, like, all weirded out. Because, like, this isn't, a church, people from church that, are disputing, or your neighbor or family. Like, this is the government. Like, it's political. You would expect. At least I know I did. I think maybe that's the problem. Maybe I held these people in higher standards, maybe. I don't know. And those standards clearly have been lowered. It just feels weird.
They've been
Mm-hmm.
I get why they're doing it. Like, yeah, I mean, they're right. Like, right now, this is not, unfortunately, the US is not at its best right now. I get that. But that's just so weird. Like, we want our statue back. It's just so funny.
I do kind of that when I heard that, I did, like I said before in the beginning, I did think that was a freaking spoof. Like, I honestly thought, I was like, that has to be a spoof, because, like, that's been there for, like you said, like, years. Like, well over, like 2 centuries?
Mm-hmm. No, well, you said 1800s. A little over one, I think. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, so, again, like, it's been there since, yeah, like,
Yeah, for a long time.
Yeah, like, I imagine, like, all this time in the years and everything, like, I wouldn't say it welded, but it's, like, one of those things, like, when you have gunk on the side of something, like, it's been there for so long that's, like, it's impossible to, like, get off. Like, even if it was somehow, like, it would just be very difficult, you know? Like, they would be damaged. And that's where it's like, okay, like, again, like, I do get where they're coming from, like how we all said, like, we get it, we agree, but unfortunately, like, at this point, it's like, either no longer claim it as yours, like, I don't know.
Well, was it on loan?
No,
'Cause,
that,
like,
again, like, that was the whole thing, like, they literally, it was, again, like, if you look back in the history of with the statue, it was literally a gift. It was
Well,
never.
that's what I'm saying. So if it's a gift, like, how do you take, like, Miss Manners would not stand for this.
Oh my
Like,
god.
if it's a gift, how do you, oh, you know what? Okay, let me put it this way.
Oh crap.
What if people now, were to, you know, be like, oh, I don't agree with your lifestyle anymore. So, the gift that I gave you, it was back when I thought you had a different lifestyle.
That's literally how some people have been in real life. I don't know why you're arguing
Exactly.
that.
And it doesn't make it any right. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not, I don't think it's right to do that.
Yeah.
Because when you give something to someone, it was in that moment, unless you specify it has conditions, which, first of all, there shouldn't even be, if you're going to give something away, there shouldn't even be conditions. But,
Well, I mean, because, like, you gotta think about it. It's like when you're giving it a gift for someone in that moment. What makes you think you gotta give conditions into it? Thinking, like, oh, like, they are fighting for the same things, or, like, oh, like, you're in the same view and line of thought, like, how we are, because you're fighting or agreeing with things that we, want to achieve and hope for ourselves as well.
right, I get that, but I don't think, like, and then also the people that are demanding it aren't even the people that had anything to do with it. Like, they weren't even alive when that happened. I don't know. I just think it's stupid. I think, like, this isn't the real world. There's something wrong with this picture.
For
It's
real.
weird.
I don't know. Again, I can see why they're upset, and especially since, like, we also forget, like, one of the main reasons were that the Statue of Liberty is pretty much aligned with, which can any of you guess with?
Mm, who it's aligned with?
No, like, what is her, like, yes, we said, like, the three representations what she was originally meant for, but can any of you guess what was the main representation that she had pretty much adopted or was given to her?
No. No, I don't
No.
know. What is it?
It was for immigrants. Like, every
Ah,
time someone saw
nice.
her, like, it was like
Oh,
she
right.
was like the first person to, like, or I guess the first being that everyone saw, like, yes, they're in the land where they're no longer be prosecuted, where they're free, where they can start anew. Like, she literally represent freedom for people who are being persecuted in immigration.
Yeah.
And to me,
I
it is.
mean, go ahead.
No, yeah, sorry. No, yeah, sorry. Like, to me, it's like I can't see, because again, like, since the U.S. is like, oh, like, F immigrants and go out. It's like, well, in that case, like, her too. Like, she technically is an immigrant. Like, she is the
Yeah.
biggest symbol for that.
Yeah. Like, it makes me sad because it's like I said, growing up, we were taught Gen X. I still remember, like, it's ingrained in my brain, those Saturday morning videos, sorry, cartoons. And everybody has seen, at least I hope everybody, you could go on TikTok and look at the little guy that would come out and, I am a bill, oh yes, I am just a bill. And then, like, it would explain how the government works.
Oh, I remember him.
And I remember, like, clearly remember being taught, like, the US, we're a melting pot, and what makes us unique is that we, accept everybody, and it's different people of different cultures. Like, growing up, I was taught that that was something to celebrate. Like, that was something good, and that was, like you just said, like, honestly, that made me emotional when you were saying about the Statue of Liberty, which she represented, and then now she doesn't, because you're right. Like, it's such a slap in the face to All of us.
Hmm.
All of us. Like,
Mm-hmm.
this is what I don't understand sometimes. Like, why people can't see this. Why can't they see that? But I guess it's because their vision of a world is different. I guess I don't know. It's just it sucks.
Mm-hmm.
I still don't think we should give her back.
I mean, part of me is like, no, yeah, like she's been here for over a decade and everything. Like she's a part of us, like you said. But another part of
Mhm.
me, oh crap, stupid gnat, come back here. Sorry, I was being attacked by an. Not I wouldn't say attacked, but it's bumping into me a lot. It was stupid, but I was trying to kill it, but it ran away. Anyways, no, yeah, like part of me is like again, it's like I can see their point of view and I can see why, and like again, like me feeling like I'm completely understanding and on their side. Like yes, I could see why they would want her back, you know. But sometimes, like I
Mhm.
said, like she's been here for well over a century, probably
Mhm.
almost two by now. No, yeah, nearly two.
Yeah.
And maybe longer. If we don't know, please let us know.
Mhm.
um, and she has been there, and you know, if like you haven't seen her like in real life, like there's pictures, there's photos, there's videos, even in movies, like she is there. Like everyone
Yeah.
knows of her.
Right.
But again, like at the same time, like I do understand why, and unfortunately, I am torn. I am part of like the whole like, well, like we've had her for this long, like just like let us keep her still. But at the same time, again,
Mhm.
it's like I understand why, because at this point, like it is sad, because like I don't know, I do feel like we are mistreating her in some way, so let's just give her back. Then if we're just gonna keep being assholes.
Mhm.
It's funny because I remember um, the other day I was watching YouTube videos and one that I came across, but I didn't really stick around to listen to it just because it made me mad. But it was talking about different statues that we had here in the U.S. that you know how some people are like, oh, if you rub this, it's like good luck or whatever. So people have like rubbed parts of statues clean,
Yeah.
shiny.
Oh, is that the one with the? I think I know what you're talking about.
Oh my god, there's something stuck in my throat. Um, yeah, but there's one that stuck with me that it's this lady who was a slave that became, I'm gonna butcher it, I know I am. But she basically represented like strength, you know, and this statue was put up for her. Well, throughout the time, what people started doing, what men started really, but others continued, um, was the fact that they basically would grope her statue, and so all of her chest is very shiny because
Hmm.
now it's like, come see the statue that everybody touches the boobs of.
Yeah.
But that's basically like now if you see the Statue of Liberty, like I anytime I've thought about it now, especially nowadays, it's the she represented so many amazing things, but now you see her and it's like I don't think she belongs here in the US. I do think they should take her.
I know what statue you're talking about. No, yeah, like oh my god, I know you're right. Like she did represent like strength and something like that. Like I remember they did go in a bit of a description. Honestly, I forgot. But no, yeah, like you would see all these like random ass guys. And I think I only saw one girl, but I think she did it on a dare or something because like she literally just like touched and like let go immediately. She looked so uncomfortable doing it. But most of it is guys. Like they'll some go like behind her, around her, and it's just like
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. To me, she's like that's very disrespectful. Like why would you do that?
Yeah.
And no, yeah, they say like supposedly like her real representation, like you said, like it's got taken over by saying like, oh, if you touch her around the chest, like it's good luck or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, like that to me, it's like that's just rude.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yep.
Well, that's crazy. No, well, I had heard a little bit about that. I guess I just didn't really pay attention that much. But that's crazy. Well, I hope that before that happens, things get better here. So there's not even a chance that they could take it because it'll be better.
That's right.
Like
Yeah, I
I
hope so
wouldn't
too.
mind if we were to still have her and everything, but to me it's just like I don't know. Like we gotta prove that we still, deserve her and everything. And honestly, like the way this is going, it's just like just give her back. Like we are literally not gonna like I don't know. Like it's just
Like, this isn't working.
no. Yeah, honestly, it is the whole like I guess
We're
like almost
not
like a dating
worthy.
situation. Like we were good before, we started drifting, and now we're just assholes.
Dang.
I mean, how else would you describe it?
Yeah. You did a perfect job.
Thank you. I pat myself on the back.
Wow. On that note, so changing the subject a little bit because this is bringing me down.
Sorry.
Although I don't know if my subject is kind of creepy.
I'm ready.
Okay, tell
Let's
us.
hear it.
Well, I don't know. You all might not think it's creepy. I think it's creepy AF. But anyway, so back in my day, back in the early days of YouTube, okay? Back in the early days of YouTube was like literally like the Wild West. I don't know if you guys, I don't think you guys lived much of that era because I don't think like where would you guys get YouTube? But I remember when YouTube first started, everything and anything was on there. Like there really was no censorship at the time, so there was a
Mm-hmm.
lot of weird stuff on there, you know? And of course, as the years went by, well, they started censoring stuff, and now it's like very PG.
Yeah.
But
I do kind of remember that little. I remember like you would always tell us like um to tell you right away like what is it that we're looking up to see if it was like safe or not.
right, okay. So then, I came across this TikTok the other day, and it was talking about a video that back in those days, like back in the early days of YouTube, it was a video that was circulating. And I mean, again, it was so long ago that I guess people forgot about it. And so now that person's like, hey, do you guys remember this? And I saw it and I was like, oh my God. Okay. So first, let me start with this. Do you guys know, and I'm probably gonna say this wrong. So I hope I say it right and you guys know what it is. But have you guys ever heard or know what, homunculus is? Homunculus.
Homunculus?
Yes.
Mm,
Yes, homunculus. Do you know what that
Oh
is?
my god. I've heard of it, but I don't remember the full description. God, that's been forever.
Okay. So the video, okay, this is so weird. I'm trying to think how I'm going to describe this. So this video, again, back in the early days of YouTube, I'm talking about early 2000s probably. There was a Russian man who claimed that he was a scientist. And he got an egg And this was all like he was doing this all. He would upload the videos. Supposedly, as he was doing this, he got an egg, and then he got some of his own essence. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And he would inject it, and like in the TikTok that I saw, it was showing like the video as they were explaining. And so he got some of his DNA in a syringe, and then he poked a hole in the egg, and I think like I don't know if he like incubated or something, and it took like literally I don't know, it was like 45 days, and that he was doing these kinds of experiments. And as the days or the weeks were going by, like and there's the video on TikTok where it shows like there was this like these little creatures that he was literally growing. And supposedly like that's, but then I looked it up right now because I'm like, what is a homunculus? Because that, of course, I went down that rabbit hole and I was like, wait a minute. So, according, I mean, I just looked it up. It says it's a noun, a diminutive human. A homunculus is a small human being popularized in the 16th century alchemy and the 19th century fiction. It has historically referred to the creation of a miniature, fully formed human. The concept has roots in performatism as well as earlier folklore and alchemic traditions. So it's kind of like, well, yeah, like it's a mixture of like, and supposedly homunculus, like that's how, again, like it said here, like it's nothing new, that this is something that people have experimented forever, and that's why, like that's where like the folklores of like the Minotaur and like half human, half animal stuff has come up because of these things.
Hmm.
Anyways, do you guys think that's true? Like, do you guys think that's actually, because like these videos are very grainy, and they look like something like you do in your like kitchen table. You know, it's not something, I don't
Mm-hmm.
know. And it's kind of sad because again, I don't know if this video was fake or not, but like it showed it almost it was almost like Blob. You know, like Blob from the movie um is it Monsters versus Aliens?
Yeah.
Is it Bob?
No.
Bob the
Bob.
Blob. Yeah, it was a creature that kind of looked like that, only like flesh colored. And that like if there's like a whole
Hmm.
story about this Russian man back in the early days that was doing this, and that like he started like he did finally, because it took several tries, but he finally did get like this really cute, and it looked like that, and it was cute, like it would like it, oh my god, like it would even cry like it was weird.
Huh.
And supposedly like back in the day, again, but then that when censorship caught up, like they took it down and like no one's been able to find it. So a lot of people say, like a lot of people think that that really is real, like that did happen.
Huh. That's interesting. I hope it's not real.
I hope it's not real, cause
How freaky.
yeah.
I feel like there'd be ways to fake it. I feel like it'd be more difficult to do it, especially back then, but I don't think it wouldn't be impossible.
Oh god, do you think people have actually done something like that? Oh my god, that's horrible.
I think it could be either or. Like, it could be fake, it could be real. I think it just, no, it depends on who believes it. But I do agree, with Noodles where, like, you know, like I could see how it could be possible. Oh my god, I'm injured. Come help me.
Oh god, let's see if I can make it to you.
I'm next to the hot dog.
Cut the tongue.
Ta-ta-ta. Hot-ta-ta. Hot-ta-ta. Anyways, I mean, I could kind of see it because again, like they did grow a baby lamb out of a fucking bag.
God.
They're trying to bring back the mammoths. I hope not freaking natural dinosaurs. And I remember another thing that they're also trying to bring back is the dodo bird. I remember some people said that they came close to, but the fetuses like um couldn't survive out of the egg for very long, so it dies. And I'm dead.
Oh, sorry.
Well,
It's
how do you
okay.
guys feel about that? Like them bringing back. I mean, because the homunculus is like
Well, as for the
emerged.
homunculus, because like again, like depending what kind of creature and everything, because like if you do think about it, like certain creatures and everything, like crossbreeding with them and everything, like okay, I could see where I probably think like, oh, some of the advantages and everything. But I think like we go back to like how like first of all, DNA and how one develops is very freaking freaky. Like you don't know how it's gonna be, what's it gonna do, and for all you know, it could actually end up being like suffering more than you want it to. Where is my backpack?
No, 100%. That's so sad.
Mm-mm.
I hope
And
it's not true.
yeah, not even then. Like to me, it's like if it is true and they've managed to find one healthy-ish enough to like live to like adulthood, whatever. Like first of all, I can only imagine like the type of experiments and testing they would do to them.
Mhm.
So to me, it's like whether it's real or not. I hope it. To me, it's like I hope it isn't, because then like what kind of life will they have? They'll definitely hate humans. And at that point, to me, it's just like, we're raising the species to replace us. We might as well deserve it. Now,
Yeah.
as for ancient species to be brought back, first of all, I think that's Jurassic Park waiting to happen.
For real.
And I don't mean like just with the dinosaurs. Like I mean, cause like first of all, like they're trying to bring back a mammoth and a dodo bird, which to me is like okay, I get it. Those are technically like non-ish aggressive types.
Mhm.
But that doesn't mean that they can't be. First of all, mammoths are literally 2 times bigger than the actual elephant, than the biggest elephant in the world.
Oh
They're
my
known to be 2 times bigger.
God.
No, yeah. And dodo birds, first of all, they wouldn't exist by themselves. They're stupid enough to do that. Like, I'm sorry. Like,
They
nature.
had it coming.
No, I'm sorry. I mean, nature decided, you guys were. I made you weird. Time to.
You've had
Time.
enough.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, like, out you go. Which honestly, like to me, it's like natural selection even to us humans. Why the hell are we still helping the stupid ones? But anyways, that's neither here nor there. But I do remember also hearing at one point, which I'm not sure if this is true or not. Why the hell you keep coming towards me, you ass? Sorry, this ant is like has a vendetta against me or something. What did I do? Kill your freaking brother or something?
Yes.
Don't do that. For all I know, I did. Anyways,
Exactly.
anyways, I do remember another thing people said that they're trying to also bring back, which I think like if this is true, then they're stupid for trying to do that. But another ancient creature that they want to try to bring back is a saber-toothed tiger.
Oh my God.
Yes, thank you for that reaction.
I mean, people are stupid.
And my whole thing, but I remember people they're arguing over which creature to crossbreed it with. I think some say like a tiger or a lion. And to me, it's just first of all,
Isn't there a
saber.
show about that?
About what?
This kind of sounds familiar because I think your dad was watching a show where they did that. So they were crossbreeding animals, and then it went like kind of like that, like Jurassic Park, and the world was like, this is like in the future. Oh my God, I need to ask him about it because there was something like that because they went into like this man's laboratory and there was a saber-toothed tiger, like there was all these like rare extinct animals. It just reminded me of that, sorry. Go
No,
on.
you're all good. Honestly, oh crap, I was going towards the stink bugs. Why? They're sleeping, they didn't notice me. Okay, thank God. Um, I kind of get it a little bit. It's like you want to see how they actually really did look like, because I think so many people argued over like how they sounded, how they acted, and like what they do and stuff like that. I know the biggest one for a fact that people always argue with was dinosaurs and their colors and how they sounded.
Mm-hmm.
And I know some people said like there was argument over whether or not they actually stayed with their young enough to like take care of them, because like supposedly they found new evidence every now and then showing that like certain creatures will actually abandon their young to like pretty much raise themselves, and others that like no they wouldn't, like they found their own new evidence where it pretty much says like they wouldn't, like they would take care of them until like they're ready to go off on their own.
Mm-hmm.
And to me
Or
it's like,
maybe
oh.
that's why they went extinct.
Honestly, to
No?
me,
Yeah.
I mean, whether they decided, hey, sink or swim, like, YOLO. I don't know, but to me, it's also just the fact that it's like, first of all, these were creatures that in their time, apex predators.
Yeah.
That, first of all, the saber-tooth, no, okay, not even just the saber-tooth, let's talk about the direwolves first. Direwolves, okay, you know how how everyone shows videos of how big wolf dogs are?
Yeah.
Yep.
Holy
Okay.
shit, those are big.
Yeah, okay, so people actually did a comparison how between a dire wolf and a wolf dog. So apparently the wolf dog is just short of a head and a half
Oh
of
my
being the height of a dire wolf.
God.
And it's
Dang.
nowhere near the weight of it either.
Wow.
Okay, so if you think wolf dogs are huge as fuck, dire wolves
they
were
are.
literally, yeah, they are. Dire wolves literally, I remember they found one, I think, not fully, I guess, like decomposed, but enough that they were able to examine some of the contents in its stomach a little, which, by the way, disgusting. But
Yeah.
they're, because like they pretty much, suspected they had big game, to fill. So their main two diets, what they pretty much suspected was bison and moose.
God.
And as anyone knows,
Which those are huge.
yes, those are huge, and it takes a lot of power to, I imagine, like to steer it, to kill one and everything. And remember, these are dire wolves. They're wolves who are the main base of the dog family. Like any wolf, like any regular wolf now, they have to be in packs of like 20 or more.
Dang.
So can you imagine those taking down bisons and mooses that are known now to not only have so much power and hit to them, that like people pretty much say, like if you're not quick enough to get the injured out of the way or to distract them, the person can die.
Dang. That's
So
crazy.
to bring back a dire wolf that needs that as a simple diet to live every single day. Because again, like the main reason why they went extinct was because like they were overpopulating, and they were pretty much thinning out their food.
Oh, so they ended up starving?
Yeah, they pretty much like killed themselves, like in a way. Like
Oh
they
my God.
overate. They and even if they did went after small game, it wasn't enough to feed them. Again, they needed big meals for them to eat.
Yeah.
So like like if you were to bring back a dire wolf, you would literally have to feed it like a size of a bison or a moose a meal a day.
Damn.
So I cannot imagine. And they've estimated how big their bite force and jaw power is, and let me say, that is scary. I don't remember exactly the full force, but I do remember it said like it's enough to not only snap and crush your bone, but even like pretty much like rip it in half and still like keep on biting at the same time.
That's crazy.
Again, like they were made for that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they were too well that they overate.
That's insane.
No, yeah. So to me, it's like, okay, fine. Like bring back small birds, ancient ones that are like went out extinct, the dodo bird. Again, like it's not violent. It literally needs to be watched like a freaking goddamn babysitter.
Yeah.
Like a freaking toddler. So to me, it's like, bring that back. You know, fine, study it. Don't bring back animals. Like, okay, let's forget about the direwolf. Like the freaking saber-toothed tiger. That is literally the biggest cat in the whole damn world. Like, it's bigger than the tiger. Like, why on earth would you want to bring back
that's
ancient
stupid.
predators that can easily kill us and that need food about like 1,000 times more than the regular animals that we have now? Like, I don't get it. I don't understand it. Like, I hate it when people say like, oh, like study, see them how they actually were. It's like, okay, yeah, cool. Have fun saying that when it's about to rip out your throat. Like, I'll be over there, like 100 feet away, up high enough somewhere, hopefully, and be like, oh, like you said, it's cool. You know, like, look at its eyes or colors. Tell me how awesome it is. I'm literally gonna say that as you're being ripped to shreds. I mean, hey, I remember I've told my wife, I meant mostly as a joke, but honestly at this point, it's like it might be close to being real, where I told her to survival, like if any kind of situation like that, to me it's like, I don't have to outrun the person in front of me. I just got trip that asshole and just run faster and hope that they're a good enough meal. Like, I'm sorry, but sacrifices had to be made. And you were just unfortunately right in front of me when it happened. I shall remember you as a kind person said like, oh yeah, they decided, you know, like, F it, if only one of us has to survive, let it be me. What a good martyr, you know?
Right. No, but that's crazy. That is crazy for people to want to bring those back. Like, ugh.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Also, like, poor animals. Like, I don't know, like, I feel bad for them if that's the case.
Yeah, at this point, just let them be.
Yeah.
I agree, because, like, first of all, like, again, like, can you imagine? Okay, let's forget about the size and everything. I think when they actually did manage to find, like, a fully frozen, well, almost fully frozen, but almost a well-preserved size of a baby mammoth. And I believe this one, they said it was like, I want to say it was like less than like 2 months. So like, again, still small, still developing. It was huge. Like, they said like it was the size of a minivan. So again, 2 months, and if I remember correctly, elephants are pregnant for like a year, right?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yes, so, oh crap, I'm near a spider. No, get away from me, the mama's probably nearby, I'm gonna die, get over here, little baby. Shit. Yeah, fine, I'll kill you right now then. Hopefully the mama's not nearby. Die! Anyways. No, yeah, they talked about, like, if that's the size of it, 2 months, imagine it as a fetus and everything. I'm pretty sure even in the world's biggest elephant right now, it'd probably be a bit of a challenge for it to even carry it, let alone birth it.
That's crazy.
No, yeah,
You're right. How would they do that?
I remember someone jokingly said, oh my god, the world's first elephant C-section. It's like, no, at that point they're probably gonna end up accidentally killing it, or purposely at that point.
God.
But, no, yeah, it's just, I cannot. Like to me, it's
Can't
just
even.
like my whole thing is what happened to our imagination? Where did that go? Like, why can't we just, imagine, assume, like, what's it gonna look like? And plus, not only that, but, like, we're still finding animals that are, again, somewhat well preserved in ice, that you can pretty much guess the fur color and everything. Okay, yes, you can't do that with dinosaurs anymore, but, like, okay, whatever. Like, the closest thing is to, like, birds. Okay, go with the color of the birds.
I was gonna say, but I mean, it would be kind of cool to see a real life dinosaur.
Okay, I remember that when one is chasing you, and I'll be on the phone like, remember, it's cool to see one in real life. Get close to it, touch it. Tell me how soft it
Well,
is.
I didn't say that like it wouldn't be dangerous or that I want to do it. I'm just saying I could see like I wouldn't do it like even if I was a billionaire and I could do stuff like that. Like I wouldn't because again I've seen Jurassic Park. We've all seen it. We've all So I wouldn't, but it still would be cool to see it. I mean, think of when we went to Universal Studios. That was so
That
cool.
was animatronic. That is completely
Exactly.
different.
Exactly, but that was so cool to see that. I think anyway.
Okay, so Mama's gone a little cuckoo.
I hate a cuckoo. If you had a chance to see a saber-toothed tiger, you wouldn't take it. You wouldn't want to.
Okay, first of all, it's a no. Yes, if it was like, okay, like say like VR or like I was just there like observing in the past, I can't physically touch it or else I'll die. But
Yeah.
if it's like right there physically in front of me, alive, it smells me, it sees me, forget it. I am gonna watch it through my TV. That's as close as I'm gonna get.
Hmm.
Freaking gnat, come back
I
here.
guess.
First of all, have you not seen their big ass teeth?
No, yeah, for sure. But like if you could see it like in a zoo setting.
Oh hell no, no. No, 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 no.
What about
I
you,
think I would.
Noodles? You would?
I would, yeah. If it was like in a zoo, why not?
Yeah, I think
I
I would
wouldn't go
too.
see dinos because I know better.
Again, we've all seen the movies.
So I know better for that. But
Hmm.
yeah, why not?
I would too. I mean, I know that sucks and that's wrong, but I would. Sorry. Although I don't
Okay.
condemn it, I don't think, no, I mean, I really don't think that they should be brought back either.
Yep.
But
But
if it
yeah,
was already done, how are you going to stop it?
I mean,
Yeah, look, I'm in the team of don't do it, but if they do it, I'm gonna go look.
Yeah. Yeah, like it's wrong. It's not ethical. Like I do think if, they're extinct for a reason and they should stay extinct. It's kind of like I know it's going to sound silly, but it's like if you were to bring a caveman, a Neanderthal to these times. Like how cruel would
Hmm.
that be?
Yeah.
I guess you could say the same thing for us. Cuz like we've talked about like can you even imagine like I think when people say like the future in my head ever since I was a kid I've always thought like 100 years from now. But like 1,000 years from now, can you imagine how it's gonna be?
Yeah.
probably know they're probably talking about having the same conversation like this. Like, oh, like imagine like some of our own creatures, our own plants, or things like that are probably more than likely extinct.
They're gonna be like, bro, Imagine a real dog.
That's sad. Don't say that. Why would you say that?
Well, no, I mean, I'm just saying, you said they would be having the same conversations. I don't know. I wonder what real birds sound like.
Okay, that I could kind of see. But
Yeah, like
still.
imagine
What's something right now that's going extinct?
bees
Probably bears.
Bees, lions, tigers.
Ah!
and bears. Oh my.
Actually, it's not a lie either. Bears too.
But yeah, see, so no, but I'm saying, like, can you imagine how different, like, how they're gonna be eating totally different than what we're eating now?
They probably won't be able to like actually stomach it. Which I'm not saying that as like oh it's a gross thing, but like think about it too. Like us as living creatures, like of any living creatures, you have to evolve and adapt in order to survive. So I imagine certain foods of ours, like if they were to actually eat it, it'd probably make them sick. It would probably
Yeah.
like be close to killing them. So yeah, I can imagine how they probably think like, oh my god, they eat that, so gross. Like I can easily
Look,
imagine that.
I'll never would it in almost all movies where they go back in the future. But I think it was in Back to the Future too. I want to say it was in that one where do you guys remember that movie, right? When he goes back in time, like to the 1800s.
Mhm.
Do you remember it,
Mm,
Noodles?
no.
Okay, so in the second part, Marty ends up because you know how in the first part of Back to the Future, um, when Doc is celebrating that Marty has gone, another Marty comes and is
Yeah.
like, Doc, you gotta help me. Oh no, no, wait, that's not the second one. I'm talking about I'm sorry, I'm the third movie. It's the
Mhm.
third movie when they go back to the 1800s.
Oh, I don't think I've seen that one.
Oh
You've never
yeah,
seen it?
the cowboy
Oh
No.
scene when
my
he wears that
God.
weird sparkly outfit.
Yeah, so what happens is he's I don't remember how he ends up in the beginning of the third movie. He ends up in the middle of the street of where he lives and it's raining or something and a guy comes and says, Marty, are you Marty McFly? And he's like, yeah. And he's like, we've got a letter for you. It's been in the post office for 100 years. And it was a letter from Doc. The Doc sent that letter from the 1800s.
Oh
And so he
God.
gets the letter. This is in part three of Back to the Future. And then he goes to
Mhm.
Doc and to the Doc that's present. I don't remember if he's still in the 50s or in the 80s. I don't remember. But then that Doc helps Marty go back to because Doc dies. So
Oh.
Doc needs help because he's like, hey, you need to help me. And then Marty goes with the present Doc, and they go and look at the historical thing, and they see that he was killed in a gunfight. So now Marty needs to go back and save him. And so he goes back to like the 1800s, where it's like the cowboys and your typical way that we think of the 1800s, which I think it's not even like that. But there's a scene where he walks in, and yes, Musika's right. You know, he dresses up like what he thinks a cowboy looks like. Again, like what we think, like
Mhm.
rhinestones and shit, and he shows up, and it's like ridiculous. Everybody's like, "What the fuck?"
No, yeah, because I remember even
But
when he meets up with the actual Doc, he's like, "What the hell are you wearing?" It's like, "Well, it's like I need to blend in. It's like if anything, you stand out."
yeah, but there's a scene where they go into a bar and he asks for like water. Or is it the scene? I don't know if he goes into a bar or he's at the house with his great grandfather, and they're like, "You want some water?" And he's like, "Sure." And then they pour him a glass, and they pour water from a pitcher, and the water is like all murky and gross,
Oh
and he's
God.
just like, "Ugh." But
Well, because like yeah, back then they didn't know that they had to boil it like
sterilize it or
sterilize
anything,
or anything. Yeah,
yeah.
they just drank it as is, and that's what a
And
lot of times they'll die like that.
yeah, like a lot of people died because of that. But a lot of them, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Wow. Yes,
That's why we're
exactly
all
like that.
here. If you think about it, I mean, we're here because our ancestors, did something.
They
But,
repopulated a lot. That's what they did.
but yeah, for real. But that's what I'm saying. So, like in this case, yeah, you're right. If we were to go back, we wouldn't be, or I don't know, we would even, some of us would die.
I'm pretty sure it
Some of
would.
us would just have a really hard time with that food that they ate, 500 years ago.
Oh
So
my god,
now,
spices. They have like little to almost no spices. I would definitely be unhappy
mm,
with that because I love my spice. And I'm sorry. I would just be looking at
me
them like,
too.
why couldn't have been like brought back to the point where we actually trade spice
Well,
with Europe?
no, because where are you? I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure that the Indians, I mean, we're Hispanic. Our ancestors are, I mean, I haven't done an ancestral thing, but just for what I know, it's part is native Indians, native, I don't, not even like the natives, the Aztecs, and then it mixed with Spain, I think, with Spaniard, Spain blood, whatever it's called.
I hope you know we would literally be called mutts.
It is. That's literally what I mean. Yeah, we have been called that.
No, yeah, but I
That's
mean, like back then, like I mean, yes, not being good of each other now, but back then, like, I think it was worse. Like for some of us, like we were literally hunted down because like
but
we
that's
were not
what
of
but
neither.
that's what happened. Like this is how Mexicans, our blood was literally, it's a mixture of natives, and then the Spaniards came and colonized Mexico, and they, you know, assaulted the women, and this is the result. That is what it is. But my point is, I'm pretty sure that the natives did use spices. That's where I was going with this.
No,
So,
yes,
like,
you're
I'm pretty sure
right.
that
They
some our
no,
ancestors did.
no, yes, they did, but they not only did use it for a little bit of food, but it was mostly like for medicine.
Mm.
So, unless, I mean, yes, like if we were to definitely ever meet them and we see their spices, like, oh yeah, we could teach them how to oh, other than just medicine like this, like you could also use it for food.
Mhm.
Like I can see that. I mean, again, like they're very well adaptable.
Yep. Anyways, good talk. Good talk.
Oh yeah, not talking about genocide or anything like that.
It's so crazy, y'all.
Yeah,
Oh my
biology
God.
is crazy.
For
I do
reals.
wonder though, what is like? Okay, yes, the dodo's a bird in a way, but what is the closest direct descendant to the dodo?
I don't know. Huh. The monkey. Just kidding. I don't know.
That is terrible.
Plus, I don't know.
You no no.
No,
Uh,
no.
uh, uh. What? Da. I'm watching the show and they're doing a thing where they get to. It's like a contest thing. Anyways, is it do you have something, Noodles, or
Uh,
is this the
no.
hour already?
Yeah, I think it's hour is up.
Awesome, awesome. We did great, very great, very great.
We shall see everybody later.
Bye.
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 I don't know. What's the show? Ooh, what's that smell?
Yeah, normally it smells like weed in here.
Oh, it's my new scented candles.
You mean those coffee mugs?
Yep, it's my homemade candle in a mug. You light them up, and once they finish, all you gotta do is clean them out and reuse the mugs.
No way. Hey, where can I get one?
So for now, all you gotta do is shoot a direct message here on YouTube or to my email, vtdesigns@myyahoo.com, and just tell me your name, the design you want, and where I'll be sending them to.
Wait, what are those things in the jars? They smell amazing.
Oh, those are for the ones who prefer scented wax melts than candles. They come with 4 different scents.
And let me guess, once you finish all the melts, you can reuse the jars for other stuff?
You got it. Order your very own candle in a mug or your very own scented wax melts in a jar.
All right, ladies, thank you so much. I am Mita,
I'm Musica.
And I'm Noodles.
and we're bluntly talking. Bye.
Bye!
See you laters.
Hey, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and follow us on our other social media.